I'm ready.
I am ready.
Looks like the players are ready. This is it. Let's roll out.
Lakeville is a map dear to my heart. Lakeville is the map I called the first game of the commentary competition on. You remember that one, my friend?
I hate it.
Interesting map. Very distinct lines that you play on in Lakeville. Tell us a bit about it.
Lakeville. We can see that. Are you asking me about LAM or?
The map. How does this map play? I love this map.
Actually, if you will look at ISG's lineup, and then they can probably go to town.
Yeah?
They can probably go downtown, and I'm not sure because this is the first time I will see a Waffen tracker in this one.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, isn't it? We're seeing the Waffenträger in a lot of these environments for the first time. So we're learning in a tournament situation in the 742 how it really
works. And boy, so far it really has worked.
Yeah.
You're in love with this thing. Don't try and deny it. You've been all over it all day.
5
seconds.
Yep, 5 seconds, and we're going to start this exciting finals.
We are on.
So
ISG Bubbles rolling in the 5100 here. Two of them.
Yep, ISG, I think they decided to take the 2 line, and we'll probably see the Waffentrager sniping from behind.
It's very interesting that Bubbles is choosing, of course, to go the 2 line as well.
So
Bubbles here in Project Phantom.
Are we saying that we are going to see an early engagement?
We are going to see an early engagement, I'd say. What I personally like to call Stalemate Valley.
Yeah.
It kind of goes by a lot of names with a lot of players, but out of all the possibilities, we're going to see these 2 teams go head-to-head, straight down the 2 line. Let's get it on, guys. Let's have some action.
And I'm sure Griffs will be the one to pick out C or to a spot, and there you go.
There's the spot.
Yep.
And goodbye. Nissa takes an early shower.
And now look at ISG. They're not sure if they will push or if they will back out.
These guys are steamrolling. They are going in very hard and heavy straight away.
Yeah.
And Elite is going to find himself in trouble, but no, he does have help down there from Death Skies.
Bubbles
Nikolai.
is about to go down.
The whole team is there.
Yeah. Bubbles
gone.
goes down. And Sec Tank probably the next tank to go down to 10%.
He's trying to back away, and he is
down
gone
as well.
Panda Kai is sitting down there
Death
in the
Skies is
T-32.
down.
He is in the wolf's lair there and is losing armor at a rate of knots. He takes a shower as well. They only have the Waffenträgers left. Wow, what an engagement.
Do you think that was a good move from Phantom?
Gee, hard to say.
You know, pushing with AMX 5100s is not...
It's never really been my favorite spot, that line.
Yep, but anyway, going back to the game, we are seeing ISG pushing forward. They can take the hits from
there we go.
From this Waffentrager.
Another one of the Waffentragers is gone. Cetus, 78%, and they steamroll him.
Yeah.
The Scouts, the 2 T1s, they are off in the one on the center line, one over in the city, and that, my friend, is a game.
But
GG La.
Yep, but it's a best of 5 match.
Best of 7.
Best of 7, actually.
Best of 7
match.
They will get opportunities to turn that around. But that first round has been an absolute smashing.
Well, personally, I don't know if it's a good decision for the AMX 5100s of Phantom to push.
Well, Cepheus is going to make a very brave attempt to start the cap first, but it is already underway. 10 gone already, and they've pretty much got the whole team in cap.
Yep, it's better to be sorry. Or it's better to be sure than sorry.
Yeah. Still shots being traded. They've sent someone back. Cepheus bites the dust. Just Rapax left to go. He's slow. He's going for a swim.
We are seeing some funny chats here.
Gee. He is out of there, and the first, I guess he just didn't want him to cap.
So that's 1-0.
1-0. 1-0.
Team ISG taking the first game.
Are you surprised?
Well, I'm surprised with how they did it.
Or Team Coalition just pushed with the AMX 5100s. Probably they're thinking of taking down the Waffen tracker first.
Yeah.
Focus part, but they were the ones who's been focus fire. They took like 700 damage each.
I think when they surged over that ridge there in Stoneway Valley, I don't think they expected to bump into pretty much the whole team. I think they might have hit a little bit of resistance. Usually you have a player there just playing guard, playing sentinel, just trying to hold that up so you can react accordingly, but the whole team was there and smashed them. Absolutely smashed them. Where are we going to go to next?
We will be playing on steps.
Steps?
Yep. And just set it up for you.
A different map to Lakeville, that's kind of stating the obvious. I don't think the teams will roll with the same lineups as we saw there.
For steps, Pandem will start up north and ISG will start down south.
Yeah. ISG do already have locked away Waffentraggers. You're going to get sick of hearing us say that. Waffentragger.
Well,
But these guys love these tanks. We spoke to them earlier, and the guys' eyes lit up, and they were excited to tell us about the new tanks that they were driving. Obviously, there's been a lot of free XP converted there, I'd say.
well, and
to happen this early.
it's really, great for us to cover this event because this is the first time that Asia will see Waffentraggers in action.
Yeah.
It's really great. It feels great.
Yeah, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe be the first time they've been used in a tournament situation in the world.
742.
In the world, so interesting.
First Asian server.
And they are really proving their mettle. The team's still a couple of tanks left to pick on either side. We are seeing a
Waffentrager Fest. There are 4 of them so far selected.
I really love what you said.
Yeah, you like that? The
Waffentrager.
Waffentrager Fest. Yeah, it's going to be a big holiday.
It's better to hear that than a camp fest.
Yeah, yeah. Add it to the list of holidays. Oktoberfest, Volksfest, Waffentrager Fest.
Oktoberfest. Beer
Yeah.
fest.
Beer Fest. Great movie.
Yeah.
Another story for another time. So far, ISG, they're picking what you're not surprised to see on here. We've got a Pershing, 110. The 110, maybe not a standard pick here. I wouldn't personally go with a 110. IS3 and a 110, not really in their home environment on a big open map like Steps. More the urban maps. But they've got them picked here.
I think they're still selecting the tanks. They're not yet decided.
Yeah, that may not be a sure thing.
And
As
the
a-
team
as-
captain is
Yeah, the team's
selecting
captain is obtaining a
drinks.
beverage. Good to see him paying for it.
Yep. Dead Skies will be Dead Skies.
But Project Phantom, they are locked away. What are they bringing to the table here?
The Phantom guys have an AMX 1390 as their scout. And T32, the famous Waffentraggers, a Pershing, and 2 tier 1s.
Yeah, they did have. There it is. They did have the team selection. They've gone the Pershing. A wise move. The view range, maneuverability of the Pershing. Definitely a tank you want on your side on this map.
Now I think it's a good time while we're waiting for the lineup. What do you think is the best counter for Waffentraggers? Since this is the first time we saw it.
It's going to depend. It's going to depend on whether they roll with protection. But if it's a classic situation where the Waffentrager is sitting back, sniping, I'd like to see guys really go balls to the wall, charge in there with 1390s.
Yep.
1390s and Wheezies. Get in, get behind them. You're going to have to run through some tanks to get there.
But if you get lucky and get the back, you dispose of them in a couple of shots.
So that makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Like, we look at the armor of the Waffentrager, it is non-existent.
Yeah.
20, 10, and
We
8.
actually saw a couple of Waffentraggers being penetrated by T1s.
T1s. 20, 10, and 8. So sneeze at them and you'll take them down.
But for those of you watching, I think it's safe to say that for now it's working.
It's working so
Yeah, it's
far.
working.
We've only really seen a couple of situations where they didn't really have a big impact on the game. But so far here today, yeah, the Waffentrager has carried the day.
So probably tomorrow will be the regular or the challenge series for
Yes.
Asian Masters.
Yes.
Probably we're going to see a lot of Waffentraggers.
Yeah. I think a lot of guys are going to want to get them in their garage and get them quick.
However, it depends if they do have experience. What I mean is the free experience resurgent and the goal to
Convert that. Even a little bit of gold to perhaps buy yourself some credits to advance, speed that advance up the lines. We're just waiting for one more tank here.
Chai is still not yet ready.
Chai is the last guy we're waiting for. Of course, the Waffenträger, we mentioned the armor being non-existent, but it's not why people are using it. They're using it for that massive 750 HP shot and
deadly.
334 millimeter pen. That's big.
That hurts, actually.
That hurts a lot. Only 3 rounds a minute, though. So, personally, we did mention this earlier.
Yep.
If you were going against these guys, the second they let that shot go, it could be anywhere from 14 to 20 second reload. Are you just going to charge?
Yep.
Are you going to go hard, ram if need be? You know they're going to fold like a sardine can.
You know, it's easy for us to say, I think, but
Very
once
much
you're
so.
there,
Playing
I think
for the prizes.
it's going to be, you know, we can say scary to push.
Yeah, you're going to
because-
hesitate.
Yeah. 700 damage is not a joke.
No.
It really hurts.
Not
and
at
we
all.
have seen that a lot of times today.
Chai has made his pick. He's gone for 1390. We're still waiting for the Phantom, Team Project Phantom. They're picking one more tank. I'll just run through what ISG are bringing to bear. Death Sky's got the Pershing. Then they've got 3 1390s. Griffiths has gone for the Pershing. Then, of course, the 2 T1 Cunninghams. That's a serious lineup. Serious lineup on a map like Steps. They've gone mobility. Big view from the Pershing and all mobility. Because the Pershing's got the good turret, that space gun mantlet, you're not going to get through there on your first shot. It's a maneuverable tank, a good sniper. So they've got a lot of firepower there. Those 3 1390s are going to zip around this map and see if they can't do exactly what we said. Maybe they were listening to me and they're going to try and take out those Waffenträgers with the 1390s. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's roll out.
Perfect chance for us to see, does my strategy work against the Waffenträger? ISG are playing from the north.
I think the key here will be the Pershings of ISG. They need to hold on as long as they can.
Yes.
And the 1390s, they need to get good position to snipe from afar.
Yes. 1390s, that's the thing, they're caught.
Because they want to snipe. They want to snipe against the rest of the team. They want to snipe against the Pershing. They want to snipe against the other 1390, the T32. But they need to get in hard and fast on those Waffenträgers.
Yeah. So we're currently looking at the ISG team starting down south, and Phantom will start up north. And we can see ISG now taking the 9-0 line with those 3 AMX 1390s. How about on your side, partner?
Yeah, Phantom, you made the correct call there. Phantom coming from the north. I was a little rash earlier. They're just sort of milling around here near the cap. Panda Kai in the T32. He's rolling out towards the gully, that long gully that cuts across the right side of the map here at Steps. But he's being tentative. Of course, he needs to maintain that hull down position. He doesn't want to get in there too aggressively, get himself cut to ribbons if they get a look at his hull.
I think we need to switch cameras to the Phantom side because they're taking a good position. They're actually sniping.
Bubbles is peeking down into the gully. All of their tanks sort of maneuvering around that right side. No one really heading over to the left. But at the moment, it is still the opposition unsighted. But it looks like over on your side, ISG have made a spot.
Yep, Elite from ISG now spotted the Pershing, Cepheus. So we might see some movement here. And we are seeing ISG. They are all together. No one of the tier 8s went to the west. So only their T1s are trying to spot the western side.
Bubbles has got the spot on Grifts. And both the Pershings, Death Sky, Grifts, and Elite. Elite's there in 1390. And that's given the opportunity for Cepheus to start taking shots with his Pershing. Bubbles is being, however, a little more cautious. And we've seen back behind them, we do have Panda Kai in the T32 bringing up the rear.
So who's more advantageous at this position? Who do you think is more advantageous at this position?
I like playing from the top spot. I like holding that corner. Those guys have to come around that center point where the cap would be in a standard match.
Yep.
So they're being held at bay. As we see over 2 minutes 30 now, 2 minutes 30 coming up. So we're a quarter of a way into the match, and no one's really taken a decisive edge.
Yep, and now we are seeing Team ISG. If we switch the cameras, they are trying to go around. They actually left D0. We can only see 2 Pershings trying to hold that line, and they are not yet spotted. They are not yet all spotted, so Phantom doesn't have idea that the 3 1390s are far to support.
Yeah, Phantom, they're just milling around here up at BC7, BC8, the T32. He's playing down there behind the little rise there, just keeping an eye on the Pershings. But the guys here up top, that's Bubbles and Cepheus, they're trying to take shots, but they're not really making any hits. So
Now,
I think it could be the 1390s of ISG
look
that
at
are
the
going to turn
Team
this map.
ISG
Here they come up the
1390s.
middle.
Sneaky, sneaky. If they will be able to pull this out, they will be able to kill those Waffentraggers easily. We all know that those tanks do have paper armor.
No, the Waffentraggers are moving. They are moving over to the gully. So, I don't know, maybe they've been listening to us? I don't know, but
I'm
they've
sure
moved
they do
away
not
from the
have
1390s.
the idea yet. But I think one of the AMX 1390s is already spotted.
Yeah, along with the T1.
Yep.
So Nissa and Elite, and they are charging across the center. But one of the Waffentraggers is going to have the back. Monoceros is going to have them from the back.
Pershings are in danger. ISG's Pershings are in danger. 3 tanks. Oh, there you go. That guy's already down. And we can see Griff's. Yeah, he's all alone.
Monoceros is fighting it out with one of the T1s of Nissa. He is sitting here bumping, trying to get the shot, and he gets him.
But looking at ISG, Griff's is helpless. He's down to 98 HP. And the 1390s came to rescue. But will it be on time?
Oh, Panda Kai goes down to Griff's. It was messy in there. It got very messy very quickly, and we now need to really stop and take stock of what we have left. Over here on the Phantom, on Project Phantom, they have less. Monoceros is in the Waffentrager, Bubbles is in the 1390, and then they only have the T1s. The 1390 is trying to snipe from behind the big rock at the center of the gully, but not really having any effect. The Elite down to 18 in his 1390, and he is gone. Bubbles makes him pay. Bubbles now after Nikolai in the other 1390.
And now the Pershing of ISG with 7% health, trying to take down Bubbles, but I'm sure it's not enough.
Bubbles is on the run. Bubbles has turned tail and run. Griffiths has a look in the Pershing and misses. But Bubbles is going to take cover behind the Waffentrager. That's not a very big tank to take cover behind.
Let's see if Nikolai will be able to take down this Waffentrager. He's got a full load, and he's now circling around, trying to take down Monoceros, and he goes down. Now it's only Bubbles left on the Phantom side.
He is on the run, and Seachai is giving chase.
Seachai is actually chasing him.
Oh, a ram!
A ram!
Not really effective. It damaged his track.
And
Griffiths turns around and makes him pay.
Yeah.
Bubbles and Seachai. Bubbles goes. It's
And
only the
that's it.
T1s left, and they're both up sitting behind the train line, which, yeah, not really doing much back there. I suppose they spotted the guys charged through in the 1390s, but they haven't really been of much use back there.
Well, the push of the 1390s up north was really useful.
That really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah.
Got things kicking along. The T1s, they're rolling out. They're going to do the honorable thing. Throw themselves upon the 1390s. Take a shot. You never know.
Yeah, look at Seachai.
We could see one of them go down.
Yeah, look at Seachai. He was able to take down 2 tanks without getting damaged.
What sort of health have they got left there, those two 1390s?
For Seachai, he's still got 100%. For Nikolai, he's got 75%. So they're still in good shape.
Yeah. So ISG are currently 1 up. This should see them go to 2. Everyone's gone. It's all over.
It's going to be
the winner
2-0.
in the round.
ISG getting the win for the second round.
2 wins to ISG. They move 2 games closer. Best of 7.
Here in the world of tanks, National Series Finals, Singapore. Of course, as you said earlier, the spot at the Tanks Asia Masters Series 2 playoffs.
60 grand.
For grabs. 60 grand for play there. 1,500 US in play here today with the t-shirts and the full set of peripherals from TT eSports by Thermaltake. What did you make of that game? Do you think that went the way both teams expected, or do you think they had to change a plan on the fly?
ISG is known for moving. They keep moving, especially in this map. We've fought them in this map for a couple of times, and they're really good. If you can still remember, they know that they're in down position. They have to move back their T90s, and they did good. It was a great plan.
They adapted very quickly to what they were presented by Phantom, and that brings us along to our next map. And what is the next map?
So our next map will be another exciting map for these guys. It's going to be
Prokhorovka. Let's hope they bring it. Let's hope they bring it. Let's hope they're aggressive as they were there. They didn't leave us wondering. They didn't leave us sitting trying to find things to talk about. Always the nightmare for us guys.
Maybe knowing ISG, they'll really move in.
Let's see what tanks they line up. I haven't seen a change yet from Phantom. Still sitting with 1390s
in the list. No, here come the changes. I speak too soon.
So
Why
for this,
are they going to change?
For this map, Phantom will take the south side, and ISG will take the northern part of the map.
Okay. So from the south side, they are sitting solid with a couple of Pershings, Phantom. A couple of Pershings, two 1390s. So still going to be mobile and aggressive.
Yep.
I expect to see a T32 come onto the list, but I don't want to speak too soon. What are ISG looking at? They look pretty solid.
ISG has a Pershing, two Pershings, two AMX 1390, and is still waiting for 2 or 3 members actually to finish their lineup.
Already a solid lineup for Project Phantom. I speak too soon, and a Waffenträger leaves the list. I don't know whether the Waffenträger is what you want to be rolling on Prokhorovka. A lot of big open spaces, and a scout has a lot of opportunities to get behind and cause the Waffenträger a lot of trouble. Besides the Waffenträgers, they're rolling a 1390, a T32, and a Pershing. A really mixed bag from Project Phantom.
For ISG, they will still work on their 1390s, and I'm pretty sure they had a good game last round.
Do you think we'll see what happened in the other maps we've seen on Prokhorovka, where a lot of tanks will head across the train line and then hit head on?
There's a possibility that ISG will take the middle part of the map.
Yeah.
And that will be exciting.
Well, they are going hell for leather. Wholesale changes being made over what we thought we were going to see.
Yep.
I still haven't seen a T32. Of course, if the T32 comes on, we know we'll find them there in that middle, in around the 5 and 6, E and F. No surprises there.
Now, there's a possibility that ISG will go for 3 1390s again. And a Lorraine.
Death Skies, Nikolai, and Seed Chai, they're still rolling the 1390s.
I thought they're going to use... is this serious? Lorraine 15551, artillery.
Artie, no longer known for being fast, but the Lorraine is faster than most in terms of its shot. But both teams have pulled out a Lorraine.
Yep. I can still remember back in the days when our artillery was not yet
balanced? Should we use the word balanced? Yeah, that's a nice way to say it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of positive terms. So let's use balance. When artillery was not yet balanced, you will see a lot of good games with artilleries in this map. During the WCG 2012, there are a lot of good artillery from the Russian circuit.
Yes. But here, if we look over at the ISG side of things, they got the Pershing. Pershing's going to get them the big line of sight, the big view. It's going to be good for the artillery. The 1390s, a lot of scouting for artillery there. On the other side of the fence with the Phantoms, with Project Phantom, they've got the same. They've got the Lorraine 15551. They're still making some minor changes. IS3.
And for ISG to finalize the lineup, they have 3 AMS 1390s, a Lorraine 15551, and a Pershing.
IS3, is he lost?
Well, let's see. They have Lorraine 15551 as well, and
They do.
they'll probably do something new here.
So the Pershing, he's just going to scout with his long view. The 1390s are going to be out there actively scouting, and they're going to be bumping into each other and having fun. But the IS3, that's a very strange selection for mine on this map.
If I'm the captain of Team ISG, I'll probably go for a rush. Kill the Lorraine 15551 first and then run away.
Yeah. And if that's the case, the IS3, he could play guard for the Lorraine 155.
However, remember how many seconds does he take to finish his reload.
Yeah.
So I think both teams are ready. I am ready, and you are ready.
I'm ready.
So let's roll out.
This is going to be exciting. I got a funny feeling these guys are really going to go after it. I don't think they're going to leave us wondering about their strategies for very long. Monoceros there, we can see in the artillery. Lorraine 15551.
Who's the better artillery? That's the question. Is it Elite or is it Monoceros?
Yeah.
I think the scouts are going to be the tanks to watch on this one, though. I expect to see them get involved very quickly.
I will follow that Skies to see what he will do with his aim.
And I think I'm going to latch on to Bubbles. Bubbles has been pretty exciting, reckless, if I can say that. He is going straight for the train line.
Okay, and well, we can see the 3 1390s of ISG. Like what I said earlier, they're taking the middle part of the map.
Bubbles, oh, he's getting a little fast. He's bouncing it over the bumps. He's going to take up a scouting position on the hill. And it looks like Monoceros. Will you look at that Lorraine go? Those things really motor, don't they?
Yeah.
They are fast.
They're actually one of the favorite artillery when it comes to 742 format.
They certainly are. You're dead right there. Yeah, they used to be. Well, for today they are.
Yeah, they are.
The artillery we've seen.
We'll see what they can do in this battle.
So Bubbles is going to sit up on the hill, protect that tank, the Pershing and the Pershing of Cepheus and the AMX of Sick Tank. Also following him onto this side of the map. Rapax on the T1, he's guarding at the cap.
Panda Kai is
down. The T1 of Panda Kai is out of there.
And look at Niza.
Cetus in the IS3. He's taking up position just on the town. Looks like it all might be going to happen here at the town.
Look at Niza. He's actually doing a good job. He's not yet spotted. The only problem is he hasn't spotted any tank yet.
Yeah, exactly. Where is the artillery set up for you guys?
I have Elite set up at A6, and he's trying to get a shot at the hill. How about you?
This is interesting. This is very interesting. That IS-3, as we suspected, he's basically going to stop guys surging through the town and getting down onto the artillery. They'll know about them as soon as if they come from the south, right, run straight down the 4 and 5, come over, bump into that scout, the T1. Rapax, I believe that is. Rapax will let them know he's coming, and they should be able to turn and adapt. So, yeah, we're in for a very unusual but interesting play on this map.
And we can see ISG now taking control almost half of the map. So they have the northern, western, and southern part of the map.
Death Skies is taking fire. In his 1390, he's going to head straight back across. There we go. It's what we said. Rapax, he's the scout. Can he stay hidden as he watched Grifts in the Pershing taking the long view? Nah, he's spotted, and he is gone quicker than you can blink. And Nikolai starts the cap. They're trying to shoot down.
Monoceros already took a shot, and I think it hit Griff's. But the problem now for Phantom is actually 2 1390s are actually capping. Will this IS-3 be enough to destroy this 2 1390s? Yeah,
Cetus, he's moving to stop this. Death Sky has left the cap. He's going to go forward and try and prevent them cresting the train line. While Nikolai, ever so mobile in the AMX 1390, he's doing circles around. He doesn't want to leave that white line because
Monoceros is actually in danger. Look at Monoceros.
He's still on 100%.
Yep, however, he's spotted.
Yes.
Now let's wait if Elite will decide to
Is he going to
shoot
take
him?
a big, heavy direct shot? He is, and that sees Death Sky.
That guy goes down with
there.
a shot directly from the artillery.
Seachai further down for ISG, threatening to have a look in his 1390, and Monaceros has to turn tail and run. He got lucky there, but you won't survive too many encounters like that in an artillery.
Look at Nikolai. He's all alone now. And the Pershing is trying to hold Phantom going up that H7 line.
Seachai is going to go for the hill. Funny, we did have Project Phantom holding the hill completely as Monaceros takes the shot. But we did have Phantom holding the hill completely, and now they're all caught down here in the middle.
And Nikolai...
So yeah, this has got messy.
Yeah. Nikolai's almost done here. He's got 15 HP.
Bubbles gets rid of him.
He goes down, and this game will definitely go...
It's going to go the way of Phantom.
Yeah.
It's not over. Griffiths is still there holding across the cap, but he's on 10, he's on 6, he's on 0. Elite is the only guy left. And I think they're going to go Artie hunting. Who have we got up there looking for him?
Yeah.
Sick Tank. Sick Tank is rolling around, king of the town. He's looking for Elite. Elite, where are you?
Elite is actually at the A6 part of the map, and
yes, his teammates are pinging the map over there at A8, A9. So if he follows their instructions, he will very quickly run across him and see the score go to 2-1 ISG. Phantom get one back. There he is, and he's running. And if there ever was an Artie that may perhaps be able to beat your turret traverse, it is the Lorraine.
yeah.
And he even puts the ram on, but he is sent packing.
There you go. That's official. ISG 2, Phantom 1.
ISG 2, Project Phantom 1. They get one back. And they would take a lot from that. There were some
Encounters there where it was all thrown to the wind, tank for tank, shot for shot. You only need to get a ricochet or a bounce and it all goes against you. But they held tight, they stayed strong, and they come out with a win.
Yeah, I don't think the decision to have the Pershing back there was useful.
No, I don't believe so either. I think he could have been of more use if he'd come forward and crested the train line with the rest of his teammates, provided support with the 1390. But he didn't, and we see ourselves going to another map. What map is it going to be?
Our next map will be Ensk.
Ensk.
Yeah.
Let's see how that changes the lineups.
Of course, it's a best of 7, so it's a first to 4. The other way of looking at it. 2-1, ISG with 2 games to win. And Project Phantom, they still need 3.
And for this map, Phantom or Project Phantom will take the northern or southern side.
Yeah.
And ISG will take north.
Project Phantom still working through... They've finished their picks. Will they stay with those picks? Because they still have an artillery in the list. Different over on the ISG side. They're still picking.
Well, to share you a story, I may have played this game for a long time, so an old timer. The first time I saw Lorraine played in Enks was... do you still remember the weekly showdown?
I do remember the weekly showdowns.
Yep.
That's a long time ago.
What's Avant-Garde called before?
The Grumpy Old Men.
Yep, and that's the first time I saw Lorraine 15551.
Okay. With the Grumpy Old Men. Before Avant-Garde came on board with that team, you saw a Lorraine played on this map. You are showing your tank age.
Yeah.
Still seeing teams change around. Selections are being made. They are not happy with their picks. The one constant in their lineups that has not yet changed is the artillery. Both using a Lorraine 155. Still a lot of other things being decided, though. Project Phantom, 1390s. 1390s are the constant. But over on the ISG side, it is all changing. One Lorraine, one 1390, and the rest of the team yet to be selected.
I don't think if they will go for light tanks, if it's going to be okay plus an artillery, but who knows? Again, ISG always wants to experiment. That's one.
They do. Looking,
yeah.
There's no better place to learn something new than on the tournament battlefield. Yeah. And they are still to pick 4 tanks. So, I don't know. That says to me also that they expect a little bit of unusual play from their opponents. Because you'd think they'd be confident about what they're going to use. But it's not the case. 4 tanks waiting to be, as we see Death Skies running around. Get back to your PC, young man, and pick a tank. Though he is one of the guys who already has a tank picked. He has the 1390 selected. Oh, there we go. Project Phantom, they are changing 5 tanks. What is going on? Now that's a little more like it. IS-3, KV-5, Urban Brawlers.
Yeah.
That's what I expect to see.
This makes sense now. So we are seeing the Waffen Tracker again.
On both sides.
Yeah. Would you like to get a rundown of what...
The Waffenträger?
Yep.
The Waffenträger, it's a Tier 8 Rheinmetall-Borsig Waffenträger. It's a very effective tank destroyer from what we've seen so far, as we still wait for ISG to make their selections. Very new to the game. Only been in the game since 8.9 was selected, of course, discounting the public test server. So it's really been live for only 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
The patch only came out a couple of days ago, 2.5 days ago. That tank, it's fast. It has 1,150 hit points, 35 km/h speed. Not bad for a tank destroyer. The hull, only 20, 10, and 8 armor values, so they might as well be 0, 0, and 0. It's packing the 150mm Pack L 29.5 cannon. That is a big gun. Fires 3 rounds a minute. 334mm penetration possible as we wait for 1 tank left to come in. Has a 750 hit point shot at maximum. And according to everyone on the forums so far, and we've also seen it in chat in-game, overpowered.
OP.
Particularly overpowered in its standard camouflage.
Now, what do you have for Phantom?
Phantom, they look to be bringing, of course, 2 T1 Cunninghams. They have a KV-5. They have 2 Waffenträgers. They have a pair of IS-3s. It's an urban brawl for them.
For ISG, they have 2 Waffentraggers, 2 T1s, T69, an IS-3, and a KV-5. So I think they are both ready. I am ready. And you are ready.
Let's roll out.
The T69, the only real difference there, they're trading an IS-3 for a T69. The last time we saw a T69 on this map, we were disappointed in the way it was played. Let's see how it goes here, though.
Probably is Persian than the T69.
Yeah. Hey, look, let's hope he makes us eat our words and smashes a couple of the tanks from Project Phantom with it. But 12 seconds left to go on Ants. Where do you think it's all going to happen? In town?
Well, probably in town with those
KV-5s. So
exactly.
we'll probably see Phantom being more aggressive. They have 2 or actually 3 heavy tanks.
What if the KV-5s both went up the center of one of those train lines? Head to head.
Well, that's going to be exciting.
It would be exciting for us, exciting for you at home. But as the tanks roll out, it looks like the encounter could occur on the left side of the map, maybe in the 2 line or the 1 line. I don't expect them to roll up the 1 line. That's a suicide if you run straight up there. But, yeah, they're taking position and holding at G2.
And for ISG, they're taking D3 with their back up at C3.
Rapak's in the KV-5. He's edging forward. Of course, he'd rather know where the enemy is before he commits. The KV-5, of course, no longer available.
Yep, and we'll probably see an engagement here. 2 KV-5s already. I don't think ISG is already spotted, but
we did not. Project Phantom did not see it.
Yeah, Rapax was already spotted. And Team ISG is already reacting. That's one thing that most of the esports players have to remember. You have to react as soon as you can.
You need to have a plan B. Is that a good way to put it? You can't go in with only one plan, and when it comes undone, fall to pieces, camp it up. You need to go in with the ability to know more than one way to play a map.
And that's what a commander is all about.
We're still not really seeing a lot of scouting from Project Phantom here. Though, there you go, I say that, and everyone rolls around the corner. Grifts gets taken to 83%. And both the Waffenträgers are there, and they are ready to unleash on the KV-5, and are doing so. He's down to 41. 3% health. Where's the death shot going to come from? The killer stroke.
Rapax is still alive. Oh, there you go.
He goes. Rapax is out of there. The KV-5 bites the dust. That is a quick and decisive move from ISG.
So the Waffen Tracker was able to damage at least 700 to that KV5.
And the Waffenträgers on the Project Phantom side, they get rid of the KV5 from ISG.
Ooh,
so
that hurt. 660.
both KV5s are gone.
Ooh, 820. That's high.
Griffiths takes a big hit. Nikolai bites the dust. Project Phantom. Oh, gee. They are out of there. The T1s are going. And it comes down to just the Waffenträgers left.
Yeah, Griffiths is the only tank left for ISG, and this is going to be...
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you believe this? Project Phantom are going to come out of this with the win. When their KV5 went down first, I thought they were in trouble, but they have turned this around, and they are now going hunting for ISG Hobbs.
So
Hobbs, look out. The bad boys are coming for you, and they have your number.
So is it safe to say it's already a draw? It's already a 2-2?
This is already a 2-2.
Yeah.
And I can feel the love for the Waffenträger just oozing off you, my friend. It is sickening.
Yeah.
You love these tanks.
I'm helping myself to say, but I'm trying.
They roll
it's really
in.
good.
They defend their own cap. And just like that, we go to a 2-2.
Yeah.
What can you say about the way that was played? It was pretty standard. But just all of a sudden, it exploded center map and was, when the dust settled, just the two Waffenträgers left.
And you can see that's the weakness of Waffen.
Yeah.
They were the one left, but they didn't do much.
I guess from a play style, of course, discounting the fact that they're not autoloader. I take that on board. They're not like the 5100 in that respect. But just sheer play style. They're very much like the 5100. They are a glass cannon. They have a lot of pain that they can bring your way, but just the same, you can knock them out very, very quickly.
Yep. And it's official. It's already 2-2.
2-all.
Yeah. And our next map will be Mines.
Mines.
Both teams needing 2 games to win from this point.
Oops, my bad. It will be Ruinberg.
Ruinberg.
Yep, Ruinberg.
So, here, Ruinberg, they may bring more Waffenträgers out to play.
And we have seen Ruinberg a couple of times today.
We have already seen it played, and we've seen it played a number of different ways. We did see Wildcard play it exactly the same way twice.
Yep, and the good thing is, so far, nobody camped Ruinberg.
Nobody capped it out. Which, you're a little... I don't know, what's the way to put it? You're not afraid of it, but you know that the map can be exploited for a cap there.
I actually experienced like 2 to 3 times we've been taken out of the game,
Yeah.
Both teams disqualified because of the other team camping.
Yeah. So, here at the World of Tanks Singapore National Series Finals, it is 2-all between our protagonists. We have Project Phantom, made up of some ISG guys that didn't make the top team, and they are holding 2-all against ISG. They'd be pretty pleased with themselves, and they'd be looking to take home the bacon, and they are in a good position. 2 wins, they'll be feeling a lot of confidence as we move on to Ruinberg. How are the selections looking?
I think Phantom's already done with their tanks, or probably they're still waiting for one more. There you go. So what do you have for us now?
Well, Phantom, they have completed their selections. And befitting the city map that this is, they've gone with 2 IS3s, they've gone with the KV5, they've gone with the 2, yes, you guessed it, the Waffenträgers, and 2 T1s. So, unless I'm mistaken, that's the same lineup they had in the last map.
Yeah, exactly.
Same lineup as the last map, and they're taking it. That says to me they're going into town, and they're going into town with bad intentions.
And for ISG, we are still waiting for one more tank, but they still have 2 Waffenträgers, a 110, an IS3, and we are still waiting for C-Chai, so there's a possibility that he'll go for a 110, KV5, or an IS3.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to suggest the fight is going to happen. I think Phantom, they're going to be progressive in the way they move through the town, and I think ISG will come out guns blazing. I think we could see the fight happen at... closer to the ISG side of things. in the southern half of town. I think
Yep.
it'll happen in the southern half of town.
Let's see. And C-Chai selected 110. So to finalize it all, ISG has 2 110, 1 IS3, 2 Waffen Traggers, and 2 Tier 1s. We are ready. They are ready.
Let's roll out.
It's been a long day,
Yeah.
but we are starting to see why these guys made the final.
Yeah.
We're seeing the cream rise to the top here today, and we're getting some entertaining tank battles.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about for us, isn't it?
Entertainment.
Excitement and entertainment. And for you guys at home, entertainment. It's going to be an interesting
Battle. We're already seeing pings on the map from Project Phantom indicating where they want to see this encounter take place. Yeah, F3, G3, F3, maybe D3. But yeah, it's going to happen in the middle of the map. I am in no doubt of that now.
Yep, and on the ISG side, we are seeing them getting inside the city. So there's a possibility that this will be a city battle.
Bobbles and Sick Tank in the IS3s. They are leading. Where's the KV5 of Rapax? He's a little slow and he's bringing up the rear. Not where you want to see your KV5. But the other guys are pushing forward and they are pushing forward hard.
I think
They seem eager.
yeah, we
hungry.
Yeah, and we can see Elite, leading the way. So behind him is the 2 Waffen Traggers and the 2 heavy tanks, IS3 and 110. is
Contact.
ready. Yeah.
Cetus can see Elite's 110. And of course, he does have a rotating turret on that tank destroyer. Not that we're going to see him do anything like a side scraping or anything of that
Yeah.
with his very weak armor. But it does allow him a little more flexibility in the engagement. Rapax now pushing forward. He's going to the front. He's going to be the bully. He's going to wear the damage. He's going to soak it up and let the guys behind him unleash hell.
Team ISG is actually pushing the E3, E2 line, thinking that they can actually do a perfect
It's
flank.
on.
Yep.
It's on. Rapax is in, and Elite drops straight away to 24%, and he is gone.
And now C-Chai is in danger.
Cetus chased beautifully.
Yep.
Used the KV5
Yeah.
exactly. You run in behind him, you take the shots,
There
let
you
him
go.
take the hits.
C-Chai is down, so
Project Phantom.
it's going to be the IS3 Griffs. Let's see if he can make it. He's up against 2 IS3s, and there you go. Bubbles is
bites
down.
the dust. Sick Tank moves up to the corner in the IS3, and Griff starts taking hits.
Yeah, Griff is down to 18%. The 2 Waffen Traggers now trying to take down Sec Tank, but Sec Tank still has
Death Skies
340
goes.
HP.
Griffs
Griff's is
goes.
dead.
Bang, bang. Death Skies and Griffs go in very quick succession. Sick Tank follows them
Yeah.
as the Waffen Traeger carries the day.
Yeah. Nikolai 69 is all alone.
And he still has a few tanks to deal with.
Yeah.
He's got 2 Waffen Traegers and a KV5. Nisa is dancing with Rapax.
There you go.
Whoa.
He was able to take down Rapax. But do you think he can last? There you go. He's down to 18%. So we are seeing a Waffen Trager versus a Waffen Trager. He's down to 11%.
And Monoceros sitting up the edge of the
There
street
you
getting
go.
involved.
So it's official.
Wow.
Phantom. Yeah.
move to 3.
3-2, guys. So we have Phantom taking the fifth match. So our score is Phantom has 3, ISG has 2.
I don't know what Death Skies got out of the fridge last time he grabbed a drink, but it has
not done him any favors because maybe someone spiked it because we see Project Phantom move to 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure the ISG members of Project Phantom are more than happy to be sticking it to their senior counterparts here. And wow, we could be seeing an upset.
Yeah. And our next map, 6th game.
6th game, but possibly the last game.
So Phantom only needs to get one
One
more win,
more win.
and they will be able to go home with $1,500 T-shirts for all of them, full set of game peripherals from
TT eSports by Thermal Take.
and
How much
lastly
gold?
70K gold.
Yeah, 70,000 gold.
And before we forget, the winner will get a spot at the Tank Asia Masters Season 2 playoffs, and if they will be able to pull it out, they'll get 60 grand, 60,000 US dollars. Now our next map again, it's Mines. Phantom will be taking the northern part. ISG will be taking the southern part of the map. And let's set it up.
Do you know that with that 70,000 gold, I've done some quick sums, I think you can buy 230 Garride slots. 230 Garride slots. I'm excited. Are there 230 tanks to buy?
Yeah.
There are. There are 373 in-game. Though in fact, I think it's more now than Waffentrager and its buddies have come into the game. So you can use all those Garride slots. That's just the way I do it. You might call me crazy.
I think we can probably say that 8.9 gives us a lot of good things. Number one is the Waffentrager, and it's obvious that it's doing good. So now I can really say to myself that it's doing good.
Yeah, and it does have two big brothers at tier 9 and 10 Waffentragers. The E100 Waffentrager, that is a beast.
So 8.9 gives us a Waffentrager, and besides that, like what Dead Skies told me earlier, we already tried the new game mode, which is Team Battles.
Team Battles.
It's giving them good practice.
It's giving you a great place to practice your 742.
742.
And for the guys, such as my guys at Valhalla Gamer, that have never had the opportunity to really play a lot of tournaments, this is where they're going to practice. This is, guys, if you're listening to me at home, I want you on there now practicing. When I get back, I want to see us ready to start dishing out some hurt in 742.
Yep, so...
what map are we up to, though, here in the final of the World of Tanks Singapore National Series Finals?
We have Mines, and let's just wait for them to finish
Mines
picking their tanks. And I can say for now that I haven't seen Phantom's lineup. ISG will do good here. They've been through a lot when it comes to Mines. They
played it a lot.
Yeah, they played against PvP. They played against other good teams.
They played overseas teams here.
So we can probably see a bit of more from ISG here. But how about you? What do you think?
Mine's a map I really enjoy. I remember some very, very early days in Mines, running around in tier 1s and 2s. A lot of fun in the LOL tractor, a lot of memories. It's a map that is so dynamic. There are so many places the fight can take place. Rather than some maps that just have long lines of sight and you know there's 2 or 3 spots where the fight will happen. On here, it can happen in a lot of different places. That center hill, the mine itself, it can happen up in the mine. You can get the encounter between 2 teams as they crest that hill. You can get the input that comes from the island. You get, of course, that spot just south of the island, the little promontory, a great hiding spot for mediums. Very, very dynamic map. A lot depends on what tanks they bring. If we look, the tanks are starting to solidify the selections. If I look at ISG, they only have 1 tank left to pick. They do have 1 Waffentrager. Do you think they'll bring the second one? I'd bet on it.
They'll probably. It's working for them.
They seem to be using this as an experiment.
Yeah.
And
the experiment is going well.
they like the way, they like the outcomes from this experiment.
Now we are still waiting for
Project Phantom. Caution to the wind. The only tank they've got selected is a T1, but I speak too soon. There's the first of the 5100s. Old reliable. A tank that you love, a tank that I love, the tank that we both drive in the 742, the AMX 5100. There goes the second 5100. I expect to see those guys roll those tanks out to the island.
Yeah.
Do you think I'd be right there?
The AMX 5100s?
The 5100s?
I'll probably not do that. Do you still remember the other team that we
Yeah,
saw
they got
earlier?
caught there. But if they get there and they move forward from that spot, maybe not so bad.
However, the Waffentragers.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So it's safe to say that for heavy tanks, it's not really ideal to be on that island.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. I'll take that take that home. Waffentragers love to eat AMX 5100s. RP says so.
So I think Phantom already has their lineup straightened out. So what do we have there?
They do. They bring to us 3 5100s.
3.
They're bringing out a single AMX 1390. So it is auto loader heaven. Here is French. And the tank that rounds out the selections, apart from the T1s, is a T32. And we all know where we'll see him on the map. He'll be going center.
Okay.
What do you got there on the other side? What are they bringing so far?
So far, Dead Skies is the Waffentrager, all-time favorite. Elite has the AMX 1390. Nikolai 69 also has the AMX 1390. And we are still waiting for C-Chai. Oh, there you go. He's got T32. And last Griffs has the Pershing. So before we roll, before we start this, would this be the final battle?
I don't know. I think Project Phantom, they have shown a lot in these last few maps. They've shown a lot of courage. They've shown aggression. And they've shown, well, that they pay attention to the ISG guys that make up the main team. So I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say this is the last game. I expect Project Phantom to take this and I expect them to put ISG down 4-2. What do you think's going to happen?
I'll go for ISG.
You think ISG are going to send it to 3-all?
They're really used to this map, and I'll go for ISG.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Selections are ready. Everyone is ready. We are ready. You're ready at home to watch.
Let's roll out.
Oh boy, I am excited.
Yeah.
Excited.
This is $1,500 US.
I'm looking forward to handing over prizes, whoever wins, because we are really closing in rapidly on the end of the series here. The final is nearly over. Look at those lineups. Look at those 5100s and the 1390.
There are so many shells there waiting to be chucked out in rapid time, and they want to send them the way of that Waffenträger. What
I'll do is I'll follow this AMX 1390s because, again, I believe this will be the key to victory for ISG. So we have Elite driving an AMX 1390 plus his brother. We can say brother because they have been playing for a long time.
Yes.
Just like Batman and Robin. Are you familiar with them?
I am familiar with them.
Play AMX 1390. So this is their counterparts, Nikolai and Elite.
Bubbles rolling out aggressively in the 1390 here for Project Phantom. It's not where I expected him to go. He's gone over towards town. He has actually pushed through the first village, and the rest of the team are hot on his heels. But there's the first encounter. It's up in the center.
Yep.
And Panda Kai in the 32, as we've seen him a number of times, is taking on the Pershing and the T32 of Griffs and C-Chai, respectively.
No damage yet for both teams, so this is really intense battle. Nisa's go down, Nisa's destroyed.
So they know that Panda Kai's there, but are they aware of where the rest of the team are? Because they, en masse, are pushing out through C8, out into the village. Now, the problem is if they will push Panda Kai, I'm really sure he's dead. Yeah, he's playing fairly conservatively. Yeah. Now, we'll wait if whoever gets spotted first. Will Phantom's forces get spotted? Do they know about those guys out there? Because if they take up those spots on the right side of the hill, on the west side at E7, E8, they could get picked apart. Oops, we're seeing the AMX 1390s, Nikolai and Elite. They actually moved to G6. Oh, the Pershing, he misses. Nikolai and Elite taking good shots. Panda did take that hit. It hit the tracks, but it did not put them out of commission. Look at Cetus. He's about to go down 14%. And let's transfer the camera. Oh, whoa, forget about that, though, because Project Phantom are pushing. Yeah. They are pushing towards the cap. They are picking off. They are picking at the remains, the AMX 1390s at the back of the mass of guys moving through the center. But I don't think that's a good decision. Look at what happened to them. Yeah, they've been caught up. Yeah. The Waffenträger is holding them off. He's on 2%. Yeah, Death's guy's in trouble. Is a T1 going to finish him? Look at this. In the T1. A Pershing and a T32 destroying Panda Monteceros. Monteceros is biting the bullet, and he is going to face down the Waffenträger. Is he still in reload? Take the shot, son. There you go, he's dead. Bang! And look Sick Tank knows he's in reload, and he will send him packing. They are on the cap. Oops. Elite is dead as well, so I think Bubbles is reloading. Can they get enough guys into the cap? Come on, Cetus. Come on, Bubbles. It's there. They're both capping, so who's going to go first? Project Phantom look good. Who can ISG send back to reset the cap? Project Phantom already has 3 tanks inside. Will ISG four, and will ISG be able to reset them on time? Griffs is coming, but they are hiding behind that bunker. They are going to take it. Project Phantom are going to take it. 98 100. Project Phantom.
Yeah.
Project Phantom have done it. 4-2, they have taken the World of Tanks Singapore National Series Finals. That was incredible. That was exciting. I loved it.
That's $1,500 plus a spot at the Tank Asia Masters Season 2 playoffs.
They got the peripherals from TD Esports by Thermal Take. They get 70,000 gold. And let's not forget, t-shirts.
T-shirts.
Everyone loves a t-shirt. I'm amassing quite a collection of World of Tanks t-shirts.
And for Team ISG, it's not really bad. They'll go home with $1,000.
They will go home happy.
Yep, t-shirts and 35,000 gold.
If you're going to lose to someone, you don't mind losing to your clanmates, the guys that you've trained, the guys that they are watching get better and better, and they'll take some consolation from that. But they do like to win.
And this game really shows that Singaporean tankers are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was only the 4 guys that entered, the 4 clans. We want to see more. We know Singapore has some good tanks.
Yeah.
They've shown us tank commanders there that they really know what they're doing. So the guys out there from Singapore that weren't part of this today, ISG are beatable. We've just seen there, ISG are not unbeatable by any means. And Project Phantom sent them packing 4-2.
And I would like to say kudos to the Coalition, Wildcard.
Definitely.
These are both promising teams.
They will learn a lot from what they've seen today. But Project Phantom, they have pulled it out. I'm excited. They were the team I picked. Let's not be, before you try and steal that off me, you were with ISG, I have Project Phantom. So that's one to me. You owe me a drink at dinner tonight, my friend.
And I think I already lost twice.
You've lost twice and 2 drinks. I'm a happy man.
Yes,
But the really happy men here today are Project Phantom, who they've taken the whole bag of marbles, they've taken the whole kit and caboodle. They have won the World of Tanks Singapore National Series Finals. We will wrap this up and we will be back with prize presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the World of Tanks Singapore National Series Finals. RP with me here, I'm Juan Turca. It's been an exciting day of tanks, hasn't it? We've seen some fantastic play.
Yes, it is, and we have a couple of winners here. Who will we introduce? So, what we have here?
We'll bring up Jay from Wargaming. He's going to present the prizes. And our second runner-up is the Coalition.
Yeah. Get up, please. Team Coalition, group picture.
Joyce. Congratulations, guys. They came to the finals here today with a lot to prove, and I don't think they go away disappointed. They showed a lot, and I think they'll be a team to watch in the future.
And next, our first runner-up will be Team ISG. Come on up, guys. Team ISG, get up here for a group picture. All right. Congratulations, guys.
And where does that leave us now, RP?
Yep.
One team left.
One more team left, and I'll give you.
It's our winner.
All yours.
It's our winner, Project Phantom.
Yeah. Yeah, Team Phantom. Congratulations,
Well done,
guys.
Watch that team. And well, I've had a lot of fun, RP. It's been a great day. It's been great working with you.
It's been great working.
We've seen some great tanks. Of course, this brings it into the National Series Finals. We look forward to seeing you guys next time. Keep on tanking.
See ya.
See you then.